What's going on, guys? Welcome into the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel. I am Wade. I am your host tonight. Of course, every night for all this week, every single day.
Guys,
we have. Oh, let me. Rookie mistake. Sorry, guys. Okay. So hey, this is. You guys know this is important when I bring the mic up. I apologize. Okay. So welcome in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We've had a live show this week. You guys are probably getting sick of me. We have two amazing people, two amazing ladies on tonight live. I don't think it's any secret who it is, but we are going to have them introduce themselves in a second. I just want to go ahead and shout out a few people in chat, and we'll get this party started. All right, we Flippin' Daily in the house. Flippin' Daily, you've been absent from my channel for a few weeks. Welcome in, my man. Welcome in. The Clutter Guy, Rusted Raccoon is in here. AC, 2 nights in a row. I love you. Appreciate that. We have Yvonne. She is always amazing. She's in my chat as well. We have Sean. What's going on? Kelly, what's going on? The Real Stitch Frenchie, the only one in the history of the reselling community that has gave me a shout out from a cop car. So you are amazing. Rita, what's going on? How are you? All right, let's get into this. We just have way too much to cover tonight, but I appreciate all the love, the hearts. There's already hearts flying, and I guarantee they're not for me. What's going on, Glow? Karma, what's going on? Rusty Raccoon, I've already shouted your name out, so you are lucky. That's twice today already. So, again, we here on the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel like amazing resellers in our community online with us. Not only so you guys don't have to hear my voice constantly, but also to get nuggets from other resellers and just to join in on the community. And so before we get started, my rules with the YouTube channel here is you guys are welcome to cross-promote all your social media if you want. So you guys can put your YouTube names, your Instagram name, your Facebook names. If you have a MySpace still, you can put your MySpace name. Any names you want in chat, you can cross-promote. And as long as it's within reason, you can promote yourself. I am a big fan of social media. Without further ado, I don't know who should knock it off first with, and I don't have a coin here to flip. So we will let the newlywed, the amazing Yvonne, to go first here, guys, and let her introduce herself.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I recognize just about everyone's name. Thank you, Wade, for having me on. Thank you for putting me with my girl, Lindy. Oh, my gosh. Love Lindy. I'm always in her side chat. She has the best followers, too. I see a lot of them here already. So a lot of people probably know who I am because I'm either in your side chat or I'm talking to you on Instagram or you've seen me on the Reseller Stew or on someone else's show. So is there anything particular you want me to talk about?
Just tell me, first of all, congratulations. I told you before the show, congratulations on getting married to a handsome biker, right? And little quick backstory, guys, because I love to get a little personal. Is I was like, so he must have a lot of Harley gear, and she said yes, that she can live a year on all his clothes, and we all know Harley sells really well, so that's awesome. But give a little backstory. How long have you been selling? How long have you been making money online?
I have been a reseller longer than some of you all have been alive. So, I'm older. I'm first wave Gen X, and I started in the mid 80s at flea markets before there was cell phones, before there was online. We did the flea markets, and we built ourselves up to 9 stores. We would go in indoor flea markets only. We would go in and get like several booths and knock down the walls and make like a big store and like put a door on it. So that way we could source during the week, and we were only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when it was high traffic. It was excellent. We did that through the late 80s and 90s and made almost 6 figures, almost. But remember, this is the 80s and early 90s, so that's pretty good money for a couple. We worked our way up to some brick and mortars. We had about 9 employees, so I remember how to do all that stuff.
Is there a So we have a lot of Gen X's in chat. Do we have any other? Gen X. I love to get the chat involved here, guys. This is like a game show on my channel. Tell me if you guys want. I know I got a lot of lurkers. There's a lot of lurkers in my chat, ladies. They don't say anything, but I know they're there. I know they're there. So tell me, guys, who is Gen X here? Let's see if we can get a little party going. Rhonda, Gen X.
Bring the heat.
Bring the heat. Bring the heat. Come on. Come to Kelly's Gen X. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I had no clue. I thought I was just the old lady of the group. Oh, man, I'm so happy.
I keep telling you, you're not.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Woo-woo.
All right, so we're gonna get to the amazing lady here in a second, but I just want to say I did have the pleasure of the company of both of these ladies in Vegas, eating a meal together in the food court. It was fantastic, guys. If you're considering on going to eBay Open 2019, I strongly suggest it. It's an amazing time. See, all the lurkers are coming out. You guys are. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at all these Gen X's in here.
I fell in love with your chat. I didn't even know, and I know these people. I didn't even know. I'm so happy right now. I could cry.
Oh man. Look at this. Holy, Gina's a Gen X. Lisa, you're not old. Okay. So, without further ado, I don't think this lady needs any introduction, but she's amazing. Ray of sunshine, Monday motivation, everything you can think of. Very, very prominent in our community, and I am super excited then to hand the mic over to Miss Lindy Glenn. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Lindy.
Glenn.
I don't know what you want me to say. Well, thank you first off for having me on your channel. I know you've been on my channel before, but I've never been on your channel. At least I don't think I have. I'm not sure.
Nope.
But I recognize a lot of you guys in the chat, though. Hi, everybody. Hi. So I'm here just to hang out and say what's up. It's the start of a new year. I'm super duper excited for it. I've been really excited for it. I've been talking about it a lot over on my channel. So if you guys already follow me over on my channel, thank you so much. And thanks for coming and hanging out over here. That's super awesome. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you have no idea who I am, then allow me to tell you I sell on eBay. I have recently started selling on Mercari. I have recently started sending things into Amazon FBA. So if you've never followed me before, now is kind of a really good time because I'm kind of learning a whole lot and I'm kind of like disclosing my journey with the new platforms and the new selling techniques and the new merchandise even. I've completely changed what I'm sourcing for 2019. So I think it's kind of an exciting time to hop on over to my channel. That's just what I think though, because I think that everything I'm doing right now is just so new. I'm excited to do it all. It's just a bunch of new adventures and I'm all down for that. So I'm really excited for some people that you have coming on your channel, Wade, because I feel like, ooh, this is like part of the new world I'm trying to engulf myself in. So I'm really excited for lots of people that you've had on your channel. And I don't think I told you this yet, but the show that you did Sunday night was awesome. Like really awesome. So much good information. So thanks for doing that. There was apps that I had never heard of. And I'm like, why don't I know this? It was awesome. So good job. Thank you very much for that.
Me and Lindy go way back, guys, way back. We'll start with the way back real quick, and then we'll get into this. By the way, if you're joining right now, we do have a small but mighty haul video for you guys. So we'll get into that shortly. But a couple things that Lindy failed to mention. First of all, one time back in the day, I purchased my most favorite mints. And who were they? Who had them? Who's Lindy Glenn had. I purchased her mitts, guys. Yeah. And I don't have them anymore because they're down here, but they were amazing. So there's that. Also, we shared a roulette table for like God knows how long, probably 10 hours. There was that in Vegas, right? And guys, she's a little bashful, but she's a really good player. So that being said, there's that. And I am super excited for you because I feel like you are doing something new, and liquidation and wholesale bulk buying I think is amazing, and I love following your journey. So guys, throughout the chat, as we go on with I'm going to be putting both of their YouTube channels in chat. Yes, both of them have an amazing YouTube channel, so go subscribe to them. And I will also be, if you guys have questions too, I'm the person to ask, but you can ask them, and I can just sit back and do nothing. But if you guys have questions, put in chat with a lot of question marks because we've got some seasoned resellers here. So let's get started, shall we? Yvonne, I wanted to ask you because I was on your live show, or not your live. I wasn't personally on there, but I was watching it, and I was addicted to your haul video, by the way, 2 days ago. I think you are hilarious, and I love watching you explain the clothes and the haul. Can you tell me, do you mind giving us a little snapshot of, like, because I know you're part of the eBay community. Tell me what kind of stuff you like selling. Give us a snapshot of kind of the seller in you, by the way.
Okay. Well, I do have 2 stores. I have Mile High Scene, which is where I put my clothing, and I'm the same name on Poshmark. And then my hard goods is #deal. But I do mainly clothing, and I love it. Now, I've seen a lot happen in the research community. Not to sound snotty, but I'm an OG. Before any of y'all showed up, I was over with Craigslist Hunter and, the Reseller Wake Up and Chad. And so I saw you all come in. There was a big influx, right? And in the clothing market, got a little bit oversaturated with like the bread and butter brand, shall we say. So I tend to stay slightly out of mainstream is how I term it. I try to not pick anything that's going to be under $20 if I can help it. I try to go for the more unique pieces and iconic pieces. I think that's what saves me. Now, just like I said in my haul video, though, let me say this, though. I'm part-time and I have other streams of income. Now, if all of a sudden my husband died, I had no money and I needed to get my hustle on, I know how to do that, and I would probably start adding bread and butter quick flip as well, So I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying I'm part-time, so with that part, so I have a little bit more fun with it. Hope that sounded, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. So am I lagging to you guys, by the way? Is my internet lagging?
A little bit, you are. Wade.
Yeah, you're pretty laggy.
Jesus, what is going on? Okay, am I still lagging?
You're a little fuzzy.
Okay.
You're fuzzy. I can hear you. You're just a little fuzzy and laggy a little bit.
Okay, let me switch my internet real quick. It won't disconnect us, I promise you. I'm going to try this real quick. All right, ready?
He said it won't disconnect. We'll see.
Oh, it's a takeover, Lindy.
Bye, Wade.
Bye.
I'm back. Okay, give it a second. Sorry, guys, this is a commercial break. Just get your popcorn. We're about ready to get going here again. Am I still laggy? Still fuzzy? Perfect. Somebody says perfect. Okay, guys. Full disclosure. Comcast is coming back. I can see you guys. Can you see me? Lindy? Yvonne?
I can see you, but is it clear?
Okay.
No. Okay.
Okay, a little better. Okay, screw it. You guys, you didn't come for me anyways. You came for these two. Okay.
The audio's fine though. Wade, your audio.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see here. That's so weird. Okay, fuzzy. All right, sorry guys. Fuzzy, still fuzzy. Man. Okay. All right. What about snapshot in time for you, Lindy? And I'm going to try to switch to my internet. So how did you get started reselling?
I guess I was kind of raised into it in a way. My dad started selling on eBay when it first became a thing. That was back in the mid 90s, I think it was. I remember my dad taking me to garage sales, and then I remember seeing him photograph in the laundry room on top of the washing machine. I think it was. And then I'd see him like doing the one finger typing to do his listings on eBay. And I remember him dragging me to the post office after school to help him carry packages. But I mean, I wasn't like a little kid. I was like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. So I was old enough to kind of understand what he was doing. And so when I got older and I needed like a secondary source of income to my job because I was broke, I instantly thought to do that because I saw my dad doing that. I saw my dad working a full-time job, and then he sold on eBay in the evening. So it was almost kind of second nature for me, I guess. It was just an automatic default. So when I was, 20 years old needing extra money, the first thing that I thought of was to buy things and sell them on eBay, because that's what I saw my dad doing. So that's kind of how I got started selling on eBay. It was just kind of something that was ingrained in me because I saw my dad do it.
Seriously, you were one of the first YouTubers I started watching, and I really learned a lot from you. And it is fun to see kind of like how you started, and for me, like how I started and now what I'm doing. I'm trying other platforms now. I used to be anti-Poshmark, and now I'm doing Poshmark. Your boy Wade's on Poshmark now, and multiple platforms. And just since I've been full-time in April, like things have progressed and changed in so many ways. What are you guys doing in 2019? I know that both you guys are kind of, ramping up your selling. What are you guys doing in 2019? Anything? I know that Lindy, you want to talk a little bit kind of what you're doing and what you've been doing on your channel?
Yeah. It's like so hard. So years ago, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was selling retail, and then I got into doing clothing. And so for the last couple of years, most of the content on my channel has been thrift hauls and selling thrifted goods and Goodwill outlet bin videos. And I was primarily selling jeans over the last couple of years. Well, I decided that 2019 was going to be my year to get back into what I was truly passionate about, and that was retail. I've always been a fan of retail, and I decided that I was not going to be fearful of liquidations anymore, that I was going to just dive in and just do it. And so now this year, moving forward, I have completely changed what I'm doing. So that means that most of the content on my channel is changing with it. It's no longer clothing thrift hauls and thrifting vlogs and all of that. Now it's more switching to liquidations and retail items. And I really love health and beauty and consumables, so I'm getting back into that. So now it's going to be that kind of stuff on eBay. And instead of cross-posting items from eBay to Poshmark, now it's turning into cross-posting from eBay to Mercari. And then because of the liquidations and the overstock lots I've been buying, I have the ability to send things into Amazon now. So before, when I was thrifting, I never really found anything that I could send into Amazon FBA. But now that I've kind of switched my sourcing and I've completely flipped my business on its head, it's done a 180. Now I'm able to branch off into Amazon FBA. So now my content is like me blindly trying to figure out new platforms and new sourcing. And so I'm kind of broadcasting all of my successes and my failures. So if I fail hard and just fall flat on my face with Amazon, y'all are going to see it because I'm totally disclosing everything. So it's definitely 2019 is going to be a different year. It's a total different year already, and we're only a week in. So
I'm excited. I am super excited for what this year has to bring. First full-time selling, and it's going to be fantastic. I did notice there was a comment in chat said, Lindy, Glenn, I would love to see a dumpster video from you. I don't think that's going to happen. But that's interesting. I don't think that would ever happen. She's all into the Amazon, but that's a good comment. And guys,
but I love saving money. I'll do anything for something free. So if I can find the right dumpster, I'll jump into it. I have no shame. I will jump right in if there's something in there worth grabbing.
Yes. Yeah. Yvonne, what about you? Have you dumpster dove before?
Well, first of all, let's back up. Someone in here offered her $50 to go dumpster diving.
What? Who?
I know.
Who was it? Lock in that contract right now.
Let's get that. Print that out. We got that. So there it is. Thrift Trader. I'll pay $50.
Okay.
Lindy, shoot a dumpster dive video.
Okay. All right. I'll jump in a dumpster. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. It's on. It's
He's
on
full
now.
time now, so you got to do that and send her a couple shoes because he is really good at the women's shoes for sure.
I
What
hate
about-
shoes. Oh, I hate shoes. I hate shoes.
I have so many shoes I'm trying to get rid of. Guy, you get a shoe. You get a shoe. They're cheap on Poshmark. It's gonna be like Oprah Winfrey for shoes, guys, for sure. All right, Yvonne. You, by the way, guys, anybody in chat recognize her backdrop for her photos? I mean,
The Mile High scene, because I'm outside of Denver. Denver's the Mile High city.
it was funny. One day, I don't remember. It was a while ago. I ran across the listing and I recognized that backdrop, and it was. Anyway, so give us. What about you, Yvonne? Like, what are? I know that you're taking care of your father, and you're newly, married, and you're selling. You've got a YouTube channel, and all that goodness. But first of all, you got to answer the question. 'Cause somebody asked, "Would you dumpster dive?" And second of all, what do you like? Where do you see yourself going in 2019 for your YouTube channel and reselling?
Okay, dumpster diving. I'm going to admit I tried it. So one of my friends, all of our friends, right? Steve and Stephanie, the Resell Killers, they're like having so much fun with dumpster diving. And so when she found all that big box of the high-end makeup, the Lancome, I told her, that's it. I'm going to try it. My daughter and I did go out on Christmas Day, and we thought, okay, nobody's open. Nobody's going to be around. So we went to this fancy strip mall with all these great stores, all the great ones, right? Lululemon, Apple, Victoria's Secret. Okay, and so we're going to go to the back. Well, it's the only people there are me and my daughter, and then the security guard on his little ATV. You're not even supposed to have ATVs on concrete. He got over to us so fast. Can I help you? So, I'm like, oh, nothing's open.
Were you in the dumpster by chance?
We were going to try it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get a chance. But I'm thinking about it. It's not really my jam, but everybody's making it look like so much fun. I do live in a great city with lots of great stores. So I'll just say it's not out of the question. My plans. Okay, so I'm not Amazon except for Amazon merch. But to be forthcoming. So I hang out in Lindy's chat a lot, right? I'm the band hammer if you act up. And we chat a little bit, and I'm really fascinated by what she's doing. And so I'm going to keep an eye on Lindy, and once she gets all the kinks worked out, then she can tell me, just the good stuff. I might try Amazon too, but really for concrete on my agenda is, again, we went from flea markets to full brick and mortar stores in the 90s in Dallas, Texas. So when you do that, these were retail stores where I would go to the wholesale mart, real wholesale, not liquidation, not bulk. Wholesale mart. There's like 11 of them in the country, and Dallas has one. Luckily, Denver does. And I would buy wholesale, where you buy seasons ahead and you fill your store up, yada, yada. So Denver happens to have one too. So I'm in the process of re-registering my new name so that I will be able to go to the shows to see if there's anything viable. Online selling is no longer just used items. Everyone, the big box, everyone's selling new items too. So I think the time is actually a little past time to go ahead and see about ordering, just like you would for a brick and mortar store. Order your seasons ahead, have it come in, and see if you can sell new as well. So that's on my agenda. I'm also a big poker player, so there's that too.
Your boy Wade's a poker player too.
Oh,
yes.
What happened at Vegas? We didn't get to that then.
No. Thrift Trader actually is a poker player as well. The one that played the $50 on Lindy Glenn dumpster diving. Hey, she surprises me. I had no idea she would. Hey, Lindy, you are a tough cookie. Seriously, that is amazing. All right, so like I said, 2 days ago I was watching your haul video, Yvonne, and I was cracking up. Like the way you explain clothing and the way you guys go check out. I'm gonna put her YouTube channel in the link in the chat, guys. Go subscribe to her. Check out that haul video. I promise you, it is hilarious. But let's showcase what you guys brought for your 5 items, and for Lindy, her 4 items. What do you guys have to show us tonight? Because honestly, I'm always learning. I'm trying to get into women's clothing, so I'm gonna be binge watching some of your videos, Yvonne.
You want me to go first, or Lindy, you want to do your 4?
I don't know. Do you have 6 to make up for the one I'm
I
missing?
got your back. I got your back.
Okay, then
I got your back.
I guess I'll go first then.
Okay, I'm gonna chat
Well,
for a minute.
all of my noteworthy things I already sent into Amazon. So I didn't have a lot of stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I have to show? Okay, so my 4 things. First of all, I had to ask if anybody has ever heard of these Listerine Ready tabs, mouthwash tabs. Anybody? I had never ever heard of these, but to this moment, I still haven't looked to actually see what they're worth. They could be worth like $5 for all I know. But I was curious to know if anybody has ever seen these before, because I never had. And so I'm wondering if this is like a regular thing or if this is something that I got lucky. Yeah, everyone's saying, yeah, addictive. Yeah, haven't seen them in the store yet. Very common. Really? I had never seen them before. So I just brought them out because I wanted to ask about it. They look intriguing. I mean, they're just little like pop in your mouth mints. I had never ever heard of them. They melt in your mouth before the strip. See, I know the strips.
Lindy,
I know the strips.
You've been watching too many of the M&M commercials.
Well, no, that's what they said. Liquidation Pro says they melt in your mouth.
You've been watching too many. I've never heard of those before. There was a lot of yeses, though.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that say that they've seen. I had never seen them before, so I thought I would bring those out just to kind of see.
Landshark said I'd trade you a dog washer for a few of them. I've got a lot of dog washers.
Oh, okay. Well, hey. Something else that I wanted to bring out, it was actually just in the video that I put out like yesterday, but I had to bring it out because it's so wild to me. So it's a little girl's create your own eyeshadow kit I had never heard of before. But the thing that gets me is that it's for edible eyeshadow. Edible eyeshadow. So little girls are eating their makeup now. I'm like, what? Like it literally says on the box, mix your color, fill, eat it, and wear it.
You have the most interesting stuff you're selling over there.
I'm like, edible makeup? I don't know. So I thought that was pretty wild. So I pulled that because I just thought that was just crazy. But you know what? It's only selling for like $10. So it's not even gonna, but why would you promote tweens eating their makeup? I don't get, it's for kids. It's a young girl. It's a young lady eating her makeup. I don't understand it.
Now, how many millennials in chat are going to go buy that after this show?
I want to eat my makeup. I don't get it. And then I brought this out because I wanted to know if anybody had any tips for me. So I have one of these that's not in this, but this one is. So it's a Belkin Invisiglass screen protector for the iPhone X, but it's still in the freaking security holder.
I think you take a sledgehammer or a hammer to that, right?
Because I obviously don't want to damage the glass screen protector inside of here. It's one of those, like the flexible glass. I hate these, by the way. I had one of these glass rounded screen protectors on my Samsung, and I hated it. You had to like push extra hard on the screen. I didn't like it. Anyway, sidebar. How do you get this thing off?
Don't they have magnets? Yeah, but you got to take it to a store. You can't necessarily take it to a store and be like, hey, can you unlock this for me?
I know. Can you unlock this? Or, I mean, it's a Target. I couldn't take it to Walmart and be like, hey, unlock this. Yes, a hammer. Unbreakable. See, I thought that these things were unbreakable.
I think it would be hard because you would think that they would make it like hard because they don't want people smashing it while they're in the store and taking it out, you know?
Right. Bearded Picker, you have a security holder remover. So you can order them on the internet. Walmart doesn't seem to like you having one. I'm like, someone has got to have an answer. A saw, you can't break it. Throw it off the roof of my house, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's edible.
Yeah, maybe I could eat it. You can't. No, you can break it. You can't. Okay, so if anyone has a surefire way of getting this stupid thing out of the case, you can send me a DM on Instagram. It's just Lindy Glenn on Instagram. Nothing fancy. Or drop a comment on my YouTube channel and tell me how I'm supposed to take this stupid thing off, because this thing it's worth, 30 or 40 bucks. So I kind of want to sell it, but I can't in the current condition. So any advice would be very helpful there.
She found that in a dumpster, guys.
Yep, I did. And then the last thing that I have to show, it hasn't been on my YouTube channel yet, but it's 95 mascaras.
Now, are those edible?
No, these are not edible. You cannot eat these. But this is the kind of stuff that has me super excited for 2019, because this is one listing and a whole lot of relevancy and sales potential. So this is the kind of stuff that has me excited for 2019. So I got a lot of freaking mascara over here. So there's my 4 items. Yvonne, what you got?
Okay. Like Wade said, I just did like an hour-and-a-half long chit chat and haul video yesterday. So if you don't mind, I thought I'd show some unique tools. If that's cool with you guys. Wait a minute, here's something I did buy at the thrift for myself. So a disco ball. It didn't cost very much either.
Ooh, nice.
So if you don't like disco balls, we really can't be friends.
There's a lot of Gen X in chat, so I'm assuming that they're going to love it.
I buy these gloves off of eBay. They're like $6. They're like what the people who handle coins and jewelry. So when you have to hold a shoe or something, you don't have to have your hand in it. You've got a nice white glove that looks like you just care for everything. You just care for everything, okay? So that's a good tip. They're so cheap, like $6 for a whole big pack. Here's another one of my tips. I've said this for the last couple of years, but I'll say it again for anyone that hasn't been following me. These little cheap artist color wheels. I can't see where we're at because we're on a delay. Are these showing up, y'all? So they're like $4 or $5 on eBay. And what I'll do is if I have certain items, I'll just, on the last picture of my clothing, I'll just throw that on there. And now, will it stop an INAD case? No, but it's helpful, and I think again it shows care to our buyers. They can kind of see the different ranges of colors. Am I doing this right, y'all? So, I think that's a good idea, just to look professional and be a little more helpful. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, here's one of my best tips. See my mannequin up here? I don't know if you can see her. I bought a cheap mannequin. This is one of my best videos, you guys. If you're still using a mannequin and you bought one of the cheap ones, don't let me catch you doing this every day, all day long, slowing you down. Go watch my video. For less than $20, yes, you can have a magnetic arm video, and you will send me love letters for years, okay? I'll tell you exactly how to do it. I just bought this. If you're on Instagram, this might be showing up in your ads, y'all, for $29.99. So don't do it. Go over to eBay or Amazon. eBay. I'm an eBay girl mainly. This right here is very quality. It's $4.99. It's a little tiny ring light on a clamp and a phone holder, and you just plug it into a port or an adapter so that you can film yourself with your phone and have some light. This is really great for certain situations, right? This is not cheap plastic. This is metal. Everything on it's metal. An LED light with a temperature control and a dimmer switch. 2 functions. $14.99. Everyone that I've showed it to so far has already went to get one. I showed the reseller girls, the resellers 2 girls, and they all already went to buy one. I need one more item, don't I?
Yeah, to pick up my slack. Sorry about that.
Hang on. I got it. I got you, Lindy. Okay, here's another tip.
Or I can wear my my recommendation.
Your recommendation? I got one. This is good. So these are a couple dollars on eBay. You can use the coupon ones. You can use this little golf ticker. Is that showing? Someone help me. It's a little counter.
Yeah, it's showing.
Okay, it's a little discreet counter. I choose these because it's in the palm of my hand, very discreet. You're at the thrift store. Your cart is overflowing. It was a heck of a day. It was epic. You're on fire. So you're checking out. The clerks, you never know when they make a mistake. It's hard to keep up. They're trying to chat with you. Kids are screaming. You discreetly hit this every count of the dollars. And when she's all done, he or she's all done, you look at it. If she says $110, this better be close to $110 plus tax. If not, something went wrong, right? If you get overcharged for something, it's too late by the time you bring all that big haul back home and go through and be like, hey, they ring this up 3 times. I paid an extra $20. You know, that digs into our profit. So whenever you're having an epic haul day or you're doing some serious sourcing, this is a great little tool. Ta-da! That's it.
That is like so simple and so smart. I would use that at the grocery store.
Well, that's where my mom had one of those little those little counter things. Yeah, whatever. And that's where I got the idea from. When I was looking them up, then I found this, and it's more discreet. Because I have been ripped off at the thrift store, and no, you can't go back and say, "Hey, you owe me $20."
Right?
Okay, that's it.
Did she just drop the ham? No wonder she's not in your chat, Lindy. Man. First and foremost, Thrifty Santa said, does Yvonne work for QVC? You are amazing. That's how good you are.
Oh my God, that's what Chad said once with my. Oh, and hi Barry. I met Barry. He was at eBay Open with us, right, y'all? Thrifty Santa.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Where do you get the little light again? That was a question.
I got this on eBay. It was $14.99. So just look up small ring light phone clamp. Don't pay more than $15. Okay. Some people are trying to sell them right now on Instagram, sponsored ad for $30. And it may just be me seeing it because I was looking at them. You know how that happens with the cookies.
Oh, I've seen it before too.
I've
seen it before too.
Really, they're hot right now. They're being pushed. So this is really nice, you guys. It's metal, not plastic. It works great. I'm pretty impressed with it. There's a lot of situations, you know, where this would come in handy.
How did you miss us all at eBay Open? I have no idea.
Well, I know how people missed you, Wade. Every time I ever saw you, I was passing the blackjack table, poker table.
That's why, hey,
But it was easy to miss you because the stacks of chips were so high that you were blocked. It was like a wall shielding you from eyes view of everybody.
Oh, that was amazing. It was funny. I was at the So before I met up with you guys at the roulette table, I was hanging out with Chris and a few other people, and I lost like $1,500 or more, and then I had like $200 left in cash. Turned around, made that into $2,000, and then went to your table. And I don't exactly remember how much I walked away with, but it was probably close to $2,500 at your table.
It was obscene. It was obscene, is what it was.
It was just, I was on a roll. And then I was posting Instagram tags on sports betting. I was making like $700. I made one $800 ticket. I got to go back to Vegas, guys. I got to go back to Vegas. Professional. You guys think I'm a professional seller? No. Your boy Wade over here it can whisper. I can whisper to the hey, Yvonne. Me and you are going to have a little showdown, little poker showdown, okay?
You know, this is not a lie. The Mandalay Bay, I did look at the poker room, and they will let you set up private tournaments. And I almost did that for us because Jason, Prof Sales, was there and some other poker people that I knew. But that was my first eBay Open. But let me tell you, if they have it at the Mandalay Bay again, they will host a private poker game that we can set up just for resellers. So we'll keep that in the back of our mind. When y'all were playing roulette, I think I took off and I went to Jason T. Smith's tiki party. That's what happened to me. But I heard you guys had a great time.
that night? I don't even remember. So. It was all a blur. There was so much stuff that went on in such a short amount of time. I can't remember what we did, what day, when.
I helped you get 200 slots. Man, it was a fun time, guys. I really urge you, if you guys can go 2019, it is 6 months away, so you might want to budget for it here soon and save money as best as you possibly can, so you can pay the hotel and flight. You know, it's never too early to save for eBay up in 2019. It was a great event, and maybe we can reserve a poker table. We can do like a limit table, so that way if people are new to poker, we can kind of teach you how to play poker without losing a ton of money, or you could win a ton of money. So, all right. So I've got you two vets over here. I got you two amazing resellers, great YouTube channels, amazing people. Give me something that you find common that would help somebody new to reselling, and then also something that would help somebody maybe that's been reselling for a while that that maybe you've gone through and that you've experienced. Give me like a couple things that you see common for new resellers that can kind of help them.
This is a question to put us on the spot now.
Yeah, you guys think this is scripted? No.
I'll start with the new.
Okay, you go.
Okay, when we say new, then we're assuming that you already have found the reselling community either on Facebook or YouTube or somewhere. So my advice to new people is watch and listen to a lot of different people, and then put it all together and find the common denominator. Don't just take one person's advice. There's so much information. There's so many different ways people are doing things. There are some cool niches people are doing. So watch a little bit and learn for a while and ask questions, and before you, pay for anything or jump right into it. Yeah, that's for new people.
Yvonne, what about real quick? You where do you see eBay going like 2009? By the way, I saw an article unrelated like 2 days ago from Portland Pickers that said that Intel's interim CEO bought like $500 million worth of eBay stock, and that's the first time an insider has bought anything for like 2 years or something. I can't remember. I didn't read the whole article, but you guys should go check that out. Pretty cool. But 2019 eBay is going to be exciting. I'm super excited for 2019 eBay. I'm like, it's funny, you get done with like fourth quarter and you're exhausted, but I'm like ready to rock, ready to push it. And I think that the community, eBay community is getting bigger, but it's still such a small community. And you're right. Go check out as many people as you can and get little nuggets from different channels and then put it into your business. And I'm curious too, in chat, type 1 if you're planning on going to eBay up in 2019. I'm really curious to see you guys that are possibly going. I would love to meet you guys. So, I guess we've got a few more questions here. If you guys also have questions, put it in chat. Yvonne, you're definitely going. So I want to ask you. I want to ask Lindy. Because I'm a big fan of social media. I'm a big fan of helping people with social media. How has social media changed your life? How has having your YouTube channel, Lindy, changed you and your amazing family's life?
Oh man. First of all, I don't think that I would be anywhere near as far along as I am with my reselling business if I hadn't have connected with so many people. I mean, doing YouTube and having a social media presence and connecting with different people has allowed me to have just so much knowledge, not just meeting people and being able to talk to people and learn from people's experiences and get like little nuggets of information to kind of guide me where I feel like my business needed to go. But the amount of help that I have received from people, a lot of people automatically think when they're like watching our videos, like Wade, when people watch your videos, Yvonne, when people watch your videos, when people watch my videos, they think that we are out helping everybody. I don't think that people know how much you guys help us. Like when I am doing a video and I mention something, or I'm doing a live stream and someone asks me a question and maybe I can't answer it a certain way. And so I'm like, hey, how about you guys tell me? I learn things every day from the community. So as much as people think I am helping others by giving my advice or explaining what I'm doing, there are comments that I get on videos every single day. There's responses that I get, DMs I get every single day where I am learning. You guys are teaching me. And I don't think that I would have the amount of knowledge that I have today if not for the community, if not for putting videos out there and having people, you know, comment on my videos or sending me DMs. That there's no way. Like, I would still probably be selling 3 items a day and being content at growing at my own rate. There is no way that I'd be buying pallets. There is no way that I would be ballsy enough. Can I say that? I don't know. There's no way I would be ballsy enough to spend money on liquidations if I didn't have the confidence that was built by the people that I've connected with on social media. There's just no way. And in a way, I am so incredibly thankful to live in the age that I am, because not only am I able to run a business from home and have all of these sourcing opportunities at my fingertips and be able to run a business at my fingertips, but also the ability to connect with people that like, there's not very many people that live around me. Like, all of the friends that I've made and the business acquaintances that I have, they're all like at least 2 hours or more away from me. It's not like somebody that I would have run into at Goodwill. And so there's no way I could have learned what I learned from a local influence. There's just no way. So
There's
that
all love
is
for
the
you,
big
Lindy.
reason. I know, I see everybody and everybody's just like, you all have my heart. Like, I swear I have the best followers.
You have the most addicting chat.
And the most knowledgeable. Oh my gosh, the amount of knowledge that drops in my live streams is insane. Like, the chat, there's just like so much good information. Like, so I just have to say again, people think that when we do videos, it's all about us educating or us teaching our knowledge, but I don't think people understand how much knowledge we get back. And we learn from everybody and just am able to spread that around. Like, every new thing I learn, I can spread out to other people. It just, so in a way, even though like it's my YouTube channel or it's your YouTube channel, it feels like such a community, even though it's only one YouTube channel, because we're all sharing information. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
And plus, you wouldn't have Yvonne over there being the hammer. I always see her in chat.
She's my hammer. And Yvonne will have my heart forever, because I can count on her. Like, I can start my live stream 45 minutes early and she's got my back. Like, I don't have to message her and be like, hey, can you moderate for me? She's just there. She will be at a thrift and Lindy's live. And so she'll be thrifting and glancing down to make sure that people are behaving in my chat. You know, it's just, Yvonne is amazing.
Yvonne, how did you guys meet?
How do we meet? Like several people have already said, who is this little girl sitting on the stairs in the pigtails selling bubble gum from the Dollar Tree? What the heck? So, you know, I just started watching her. I have a habit of trying to finding all the new people coming in. And so, you know, I saw Lindy come in and I'm like, and plus, like, you say this about yourself too, Wade. We can spot kind of, this is going to sound terrible. Dang it. Lindy, I'm sorry. We can spot star quality, so to speak. I hate, for lack of a better way to put it. I'm like, she's got something and she's funny and she's interesting. I'm going to watch her. And then she just grew and grew. And I started, this is how at first I was just somebody, and she didn't give me the time of day. I started nagging her about her dad. I'm like, I want to interview your dad. I want to interview your dad. I started that 2 years ago because I was working on my channel and I had a habit of, like, I had just done a show where I did, I married a reseller. So I'm like, okay, let me talk to people's parents, you know? And so I was hitting up a couple people and Lindy was one of them. And I don't know, it just went from there. And, you know, we trust each other. And what I like about Lindy is, okay, like, I try to mind my manners in front of the camera, but come on, I'm human. I can bitch one off like anybody else, but you know, you guys don't want to hear that from me all the time. I mind my manners. So, but I can Lindy or the reseller girls, and I could be like, they'll let me vent, but they know my heart and still love me. They're not like, woo, she's insane, she's a bitch. No, they still love me. They know I'm just venting. So
I'm curious, guys. I am curious. Lindy is got a crazy cool YouTube channel. Now be honest, and you lurkers back there, let me know. So type 1 if you've already subscribed to Lindy, and type 2 if you have not been subscribed to her up until tonight. So type 2 if you've not subscribed to Lindy, and type 1 if you already are. I'm curious to see the ratio here, who is actually already subscribed to her. And if you're not, you see Just Pac-Man. He's got both of their YouTube links in chat, so you guys can go subscribe. Let's see if there's any 2s. There's 1, 2, Picking Treasure. Oh, 2. Oh my gosh. So 99.99% of you guys are already subscribed?
yeah.
Wow.
That's why when you asked me to introduce myself, I'm like, what do I say? I think I recognize a lot of these people, so
Yes.
I don't know what you want me to say.
So we have 5 2s. Man. Okay. All right. So now let's do Yvonne. Guys, if you are already subscribed to Yvonne, type 1. And if you're not yet, type 2. And I will have her link in the chat. And then also, if you guys are watching this when it's, after it's recorded, after it's live, you guys can go subscribe to her. So type 1 if you already are for Yvonne. Type 2 if you're not. And then if you're not, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there's some more 2s on this one. So guys, go subscribe to Yvonne. I'm telling you right now, she has the most addicting haul videos. Most addicting haul videos, guys.
I appreciate it. Oh, appreciate
Well,
it.
I love your haul videos because they're different. Because I know that you've mentioned this before, but because you're a part-time reseller, you really take your time and you're like super picky. So the stuff that you find is super funky, and it's like you know exactly who you're shopping for, and you're like, I'm gonna list this and just wait for them to come find it. Because I know they're there. I know they want this. I know they want this jacket because it's loud and they want it. I love that because your hauls don't look like anybody else's. They don't look like anybody else's.
Thank you. Yeah, I am part-time, so because I have other sources of income, I am part-time. So I do have a little bit more time probably than like you all do, like to help somebody answer a question. You know, I know you guys get inundated probably sometimes more than you can handle, but you know, I've got a little bit more time on my hands to help people out if they have a question.
Now let's do 10 more minutes, guys. If you guys, this is going to be the Q&A parts, okay? This is where you ask them questions, not me. No, I'm joking. I got you. If I can answer it, I will. But if you guys have questions, we'll spend 10 more minutes on here. I've got one last question for them. But if you guys have questions, put it in chat, and I will ask our amazing panel members. But I can tell you that it is funny though that there is a spider web effect when you first start reselling. You've kind of like Lindy was one of the first people I started watching. Then that leads you to another person, to another person, to another person. And I'm just glad that I was able to meet so many cool people. And eBay Open 2018 was crazy. Not only do you get to meet people and go to a conference for eBay, but you also get to see sharks in a hotel, guys. I mean, I went in there and the kids loved it. They loved it. And you get a gamble. I mean, I cannot live in Vegas. That would be incredibly hard for me. All right. So any questions, guys? Any questions? Could be social media questions. It could be, okay, Lindy, why do you stop selling on Poshmark? That was the one question.
As of right now, I am not doing clothing anymore. I made that declaration when the new year started, because I'm getting into liquidation, retail, overstock, all of that. But because I am planning to probably do a lot of cosmetics, I'm thinking I might try cosmetics on Poshmark. I'm going to have to see how my time is spent because I tend to only be able to juggle like 2 platforms. And so I've been doing eBay and then cross-posting onto Mercari since they're hard goods. And then I have, Amazon FBA that's kind of sort of running on its own. So I'm not really having to juggle that, but I am. And so I don't know if I will be able to handle putting Poshmark in there with the cosmetics. I'm considering it though, because like there are the posh makeup parties. I'm considering it, but that is the only reason, just because on Poshmark you can only sell clothing. And because I decided to back off of clothing in 2019, I just don't have anything to list over there.
So another one is, are you from, Lindy, are you from Kansas originally?
Yes. Yes. I was born in Iowa and moved to Kansas when I was a baby and have lived in Kansas most of my life.
All right, some of these questions are not reselling related, but have you cleaned? Let's see, what was the one? Are you done cleaning the kitchen basement?
Oh, my declutter 2018 declutter December. So I finished the basement. I did a chunk of, I did my kitchen, although I need to clean it again. The rest of my house is still suffering though, because I got so excited to do liquidations. I haven't finished decluttering my entire house, but the problem areas are done. But we're not going to look at my office behind me. We're not going to look back there.
Well, this is good. There's a lot of questions for Lindy in here. I like Lindy. Are you planning on doing mystery boxes with your leftover clothing inventory?
Already did them. I did the first round of new with tag stuff. I did like 126 boxes. That was when I was decluttering the basement though. And then I just did around 85 jeans boxes and then a few other random ones. I think I'm about done. I think it's all done. Unless I happen to like open up a closet and a whole bunch of clothes fall out, I think I've got it all. I think I've gotten rid of most of it.
By the way, I saw some great reviews on some of your jeans. People are buying them on Insta. On Insta, you guys are both, both on Insta, guys. Go lurk on their Instagrams. So, do we have any questions for Yvonne? Because she's crazy interesting, guys, and she's been doing it long time before they even had PayPal, right, Yvonne?
Oh, before there was the internet. Before some of you were born, I said. If you're coming in late. Hey, can I share this real quick? A lot of people were asking. Tell me if I got it, you guys. Am I getting it? No.
I can see it.
Huh? Yes, Lindy?
Yeah, I can see what's on your phone.
Okay, there you guys.
Is that what you're trying to show me?
Yeah, can you put me up on the screen for people? They're wanting to know where that light. That's it right there that I bought.
You just need to keep talking and it'll stay up.
Okay, am I up? You guys got it? There's the light.
You're good.
Okay, bye.
I like how they put they put a picture of somebody's face on there. We got a question for you, Yvonne. Because you sell unusual items take longer to sell, have you had any problems with eBay dropping any of your listings?
No, because I keep an eye on it. You know, the other thing is I've never had more than 300 items in my store. I keep it somewhat manageable, okay? And that's why. So I just keep on top of it. I go through my inventory for drop listings. Let's keep on top of it. But with 300 listings, let's be honest, that's not too hard to do. So
Flippin' Mama, the mama of the reselling community, said she loves you both. She loves you both.
Oh, we love Mama.
All right, 5 more minutes, guys. And then we're gonna leave off with words of inspiration, like we always do all of our shows. And I'm gonna be really curious to see what their words of inspiration is. But any last questions before we go? If I missed it, please.
I saw someone asking about Yvonne's shirt.
Yes.
Asking if it's one available for sale.
It's on my merch. I made these. I do actually have one, and I'm going to be giving away. I bought myself one and an extra one. Thrifty.
Yvonne, you're on merch?
Oh yeah, that's one of my other side hustles.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
We really don't like to talk about the merch, though. Because it's such a
That's probably why I didn't even think to mention it.
Nobody's gonna steal this. This is, but I've got this, and I'm getting ready to make a thrifty rich one for people who want to be a little bit more PG rated. So, I just have fun with this, right?
Yvonne, I know you're getting back on the YouTube train. What can they expect when they are you going to be trying at least one per week, or what kind of content can they expect on your YouTube?
Yes, I want to get my monetization back. Like I explained in what the other day, I want to get my monetization back. I got lost in Adpocalypse, you know. I said thank you, Logan Paul or whatever his name is. So when they kind of changed all the rules, so I'd like to get that back. So I'm going to do some lives. I just had to kind of get more comfortable with doing my lives myself because it's hard for me to watch the chat too. I want to do more hauls for people who are ready to expand out of just bread and butter, who want to a little bit more help with the unique pieces, to not be afraid, and you know, with the more unique hard goods. And I want to be able to help some people because I am part of the eBay Seller Diversity Advocate. I am an eBay influencer, not paid. So believe me, I'm not going to blow smoke up anybody's skirt. I'm not paid, it's volunteer. If I'm mad at eBay, I will tell you about it. I'm mad at them right now, but I will offer solutions. That's all they ask. You know, they don't monitor us like that. They just say, if you're mad at us and you're complaining, just kind of offer a solution, talk to us, offer a solution to your social media. So where was I at with that? Oh, so I want to reach out and help more. I've got to be in my bonnet about the Gen Xers, not for us not to get lost. We're still here. Like, embrace technology, get out there, start you a side hustle, learn how to do Instagram, YouTube, whatever. You know, ask your kids, they'll teach you how to do it. So I'm kind of on a roll with the Gen Xers and the baby boomers to not get lost in the technological crunch, as they say. Did I answer my question? So I'm going to do giveaways too, to give back. When I get my monetization, also I'm going to share my AdSense. Fair. I think
that is really awesome. I've only got one issue with eBay recently. Let me explain it real quick, just so maybe they're okay. So get this. I shipped an item out, right? It was a Nike pair of pants, and I've pretty much seen everything that anybody can pull on eBay. This was interesting though. I think what's happening is I shipped these pair of pants back. They created a return, right? Now, I have free returns. So what happens is normally they would just create the return, they would print out the label, slap it on there, and ship it out, right? In this case, though, they bypassed my free return, went to the post office, got a shipping label. But what I think they did was created the same zip code, but put a different address to some random building in my area with maybe just a letter or something to get that tracking number, and then updated the case, because what happened was this was a span of 9 days. I closed it because, you know, 5 business days you can close the return. Well, the case got reopened because they provided a tracking number, but I never received the item, and this is like a $14 item, so you know, $14 doesn't matter to me. I wouldn't, you know, but in this case, I think what they did was they slapped the a tracking number just someplace around my house, and provided the tracking to eBay through the case, because eBay cannot see the address it was returned to. Does that make sense? So basically, they got a free item. I still had to refund them the money, and they basically used that just a random tracking number, and it could have been a letter for all I know, just to show, hey, this is the tracking number, because all eBay can see is the zip code. So I think that's the only thing that they had to fix so far that I've ever had an issue with. Yeah. Does that make sense, though? It's hard to explain.
That sounds like a lot of steps and a lot of work.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful of that, guys. So long story short, if you do a return and you have free returns and they do not use your return, they can just go to the post office, do a random, you know, just get a tracking number to that same zip code that you live at, and then upload that with the case, and eBay will have to side with them, you know, because it does show that there is a tracking, but they can send it for a pizza shop like around the corner for all we know, right? So
that's a new one for me.
Yes, just keep that in mind. But honestly, I always say this: don't build your business based on that type of stuff, because it's happened so far few between. And 99.9, 100% of the time, I've never had an issue. eBay's always fixed it. So just know that. I love my eBay. They're amazing, and especially if you have the anchor store, guys. You got that dedicated care, which is crazy.
Oh, the concierge.
Yeah.
That right there is worth going to eBay Open, people, if you're on the fence. You get
that
the
and the last party of the night.
Oh, and yes, and the last party of the night. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk about how much fun that was.
Yeah. And concierge alone are worth the price of admission. Concierge is epic.
Epic.
We have one last question. So, Let's see here. Let's see. I got to pick one last question. I see. Oh, by the way, Grumpy, thank you so much for the $5. I honestly, I always say this on all my channels. I wish I could like fist pump you guys or give you a big bear hug, maybe a small bear hug, you know, and then high fives or anything like that. Thanks for supporting the channel. It really means a lot. And then we also have Real Talk Mentor, my man. Hey, thank you so much. You guys saw my Insta stories with the geese that run around my house. Those things are expensive. They eat a lot of bread. So I appreciate that. Did I miss any other super chats? I don't know. You guys are amazing. All right. And when Yvonne gets her, by the way, Lindy, somebody did ask you to put your link to your, do you have a link to your shirts and stuff? Somebody asked for that. I can't remember who did, but like,
are you talking about Yvonne's?
Oh,
No,
yeah, I addressed her. Yeah, I told her what to do, and if she has,
okay, I wasn't sure.
Trouble to hit me up.
All right, so
giving one away. So
there was one social media question I wanted to get answered. It was, I think it was like, if I'm new. Let's see, who asked that social media? If I was new to social media, how many videos I'm supposed to do? Let's see. If whoever asked that question, put it back in chat. I can't find it. You guys are quick. You guys are quick on it
they were
tonight.
asking how often should I upload when I'm new? As much as possible, probably.
Oh my! I'm gonna have to make Yvonne a hammer in my chat, Lindy. I'm sorry, I gotta steal her though. She's amazing. She does not let any of that go by.
She's good.
Oh,
wow. Okay. All right, guys. So that being said, these two are amazing. I will. Somebody must be at the door. You guys hear that? It's probably the ducks. They bark at the ducks, and the ducks will. I mean, I've got two big dogs, and they will maul my dogs. They're vicious unless you got bread. They're actually geese, actually, guys. Chick Picker, $5. Hey, seriously, thank you so much. We got to get you on the show, Chick Picker. So much love. So can we give our two ladies some love, guys? Let's give them some hearts. Let's give them some love. And that being said, I really appreciate you two coming on. We always leave the show with words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. It could be reselling related, not reselling related, life related. Could be something Will Smith said. He's really inspirational. I think I'm going to let Yvonne go first because I think Lindy's thinking of her amazing words of wisdom. But Yvonne, what's some words of wisdom you can bestow upon our amazing crowd here?
Okay, so I'm a Jesus lover, and I also love the Toltec religion. So let me quote some Don Juan Matus from Toltec. He says, use death as an advisor. That sounds horrid, right? But when you think about it, what he's saying is, and it's said in other religions too, is like, if this was your last day, how are you going to spend your time? You know, do what you love or whatever. That's what that means. So that's a little quick mantra. Use death as an advisor. And the other one that I love from Don Juan Matus, and I quote this a lot, I don't know if anybody gets it, is a little nemesis never really hurt anyone. And that just means, you know, when you've got someone kind of being a little jerky or a little trollish, so just try not to fight back. Don't fight fire with fire, but do try to think about what was said privately and see if there's anything we can adjust, you know, the criticism, but don't argue with them. Okay.
All right. By the way, that was amazing. I love asking this question because it's always something different. We get some really good words of inspiration on this show, and I ask it every single time. But I'm curious what Miss Lindy has over there. What does Miss Lindy have?
Well, it's not going to be any like new words of wisdom. It's things that, you know, I think I say all the time, and it's because I think it's really super important. And that is not to compare yourself to anybody else. I think it's pretty safe to say that everybody who's watching right now is an entrepreneur of some kind. They're wanting to resell. They're wanting to have their own business. They're wanting to kind of own their own time and work for themselves. And I know I talked a lot about how social media is such a blessing and we can connect with so many people, but then at the same time, it's also a curse. In a way, I think it's really easy to compare ourselves with what other people are doing and to think that maybe what you're doing is not as great as what someone else is doing. And it's really easy to kind of get down on yourself and to think, I'm really happy about these 5 sales that I had, but then I look on Instagram and I see someone else that has 20 sales, and then suddenly my 5 sales don't seem so great. And I just think it's really important to celebrate your own personal wins and to not compare them to anybody else. The only person that you should be comparing yourself to is the person that you were yesterday. And if you are making any strides at growing, or if you're happy doing what you're doing, don't become distracted by what someone else is doing and thinking that what you're doing isn't enough, because you don't know the whole story. You don't want to be comparing yourself to somebody who has more hours to work or to someone who has more capital. You should always be doing what you think is right for you, because what someone else might be doing is right for them. That doesn't mean it's right for you. And just because someone has 20 packages and you only have 5 doesn't mean that they made more money than you did.
Nope.
So never compare yourself to others.
Mic drop over here. Honestly, that it's funny to me that 100%. Like when I first started, I had that same issue too. Is it's not jealousy. It's more of like, what did I do wrong to not have as many sales, or is that result that I see that's on Insta or that's on Facebook? That's, I think, what it is. It's not jealousy. It's more so people think I must be doing something wrong if I've got this little batch and they've got that batch, right? Could be.
Yeah. And I really think that, it happens to me all the time. There's times where I'll like call up Yvonne and I'm like super upset, and she's got to kind of talk me down a little bit. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, you're selling things. Why are you so upset that you're not selling enough? Wasn't it enough yesterday? And I kind of have to like reel it in. So it happens to me all the time. So I know it happens to other people. And that's why sometimes I have to take a step back from social media, because I have to kind of pull back and refocus my attention and be like, okay, am I doing what I want to be doing? Am I happy doing what I'm doing? Well, then what someone else is doing shouldn't matter to me. And with social media, it's so easy to get caught up in what other people are doing that it kind of makes you lose focus sometimes. And like you said, I don't think it's like jealousy, but maybe it's envy. Maybe, it's feeling a little inferior. It's not feeling like you're good enough when, again, you don't know the whole story. So you can't, it's like, it could be comparing apples to broccoli, or it could be comparing apples to purple. You don't know. You don't know.
I'm just, speaking of this, I might have to call you, Lindy, after the show, because ever since Yvonne showed that what is that disco ball behind her, I am super jelly right now.
Everyone needs one. Everyone needs one.
Yeah, man, I need a little heart to heart here. It's I want to ask you guys something. This is I think this is common. I want to ask you guys something. So the other day, I was talking with somebody. She is she's amazing, and I was talking with this other gentleman too, and they said that they're not getting. He said that basically he was having a hard time getting stuff done because he was consuming all this content from YouTube, right? And I think I've been there too. Like, sometimes you honestly, I feel like I can go to Thanksgiving dinner and have turkey and stuffing and all that goodness with you, Lindy. And so I watch all your shows, and I watch everybody else's shows, and sometimes time flies. And so I think that sometimes a little break from social media helps the soul. It's definitely hard though, because everybody knows if you have the business Instagram, it will tell you how many hours a day you spend on Instagram. And
yeah,
2.5 hours.
I get the report.
Mm-hmm. What? How long?
I'm proud.
Wait. Before you say anything, I want everybody in chat to guess how long Lindy Glenn spends on Instagram. I'm going to give this 30 seconds. Put in chat now, how long does Lindy Glenn spend on Insta? All right.
And then let me bring up the report. Hopefully it's still, because the last time I saw it was Sunday. That's when they send out the reports, right?
Uh-huh. What about Yvonne? Yvonne, do you have the business Insta?
Yeah, but where's that at? I never bothered to look.
45 minutes. I want to. Okay, keep guessing, guys. I'm gonna see if we can get the 3 hours. Oh my! This is daily, I believe. They break it down daily. 5 hours a day.
Okay, well, it's up a little bit today because of obvious reasons.
We're gonna take the same poll for Wade. That is not happening, honey. Nah, my wife's in chat. She's Okay. All right. What do you got, Lindy?
Okay. Well, I was more satisfied with Sunday, but now it's telling me that my daily average over the last 7 days was 1 hour and 11 minutes. But as of Sunday, it was 25 minutes a day.
Wow.
It was only 25 minutes. And I was very happy about that because I made a New Year's resolution for myself to spend less than 30 minutes a day on social media. And it was only 25 minutes. And so I was like, yes. So I'm looking at that now. And I don't think that that's true. I don't think I spend over an hour on Instagram. I don't even post. And I'm not doing anything. So I don't know. Maybe I was responding to DMs a lot today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
what about you? Oh, wait, Yvonne, don't say anything.
Okay.
How long, guys, do you think Yvonne spends on Insta?
Sound. Why don't I have sound?
Oh, how long do you think Yvonne spends on Insta, guys? Guess right now. Let's see what. Did you find it, Yvonne?
I did. I never knew it was there. I did find it.
Wait. See, you always learn something. Eh?
Yeah, I just learned something. Oh my God.
3 hours. You think Yvonne spends 3 hours? Oh man, 2 hours a day, 42 minutes. I'm trying to find out who guessed Lindy's, but I didn't see. I mean, I saw 24 minutes, but that was it.
I got it. Connie and Maria are the closest. 57. But in all honesty, I watch Thrifty Viking a lot. Every morning they do an hour. She does an hour show on Instagram.
Let's. All right. Let's guess. Ashley said she wants me to do it. So the last person, I guess I'll go. How long do you think Mr. Wade's Ventures spends on Insta? Go. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. And I can tell you that I am under those two ladies. I am way low. Way low. Let's see. I know there's a delay. 5 hours? Really, Dragon? Hey. No wonder I'm not getting any work done. 5 hours. 7, Ashley? Man, 2.5, 2. They have no faith in me, Lindy. No faith at all. 32 minutes, 10 minutes, 14 minutes. All right, I'm going to give it another 10 seconds. Another 10 seconds. Another 10 seconds. Okay. Let's give it a little. 25. Okay. All right, guys. You ready? I'm going to do what Yvonne does because I actually just noticed that technique and it works really well. Ready? You guys see it? Oh, an hour and 47 minutes a day. Oh, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's right.
No, dude. There's no way I spent 2 hours.
Yeah, there's no way.
This is just unreal.
I call BS. There's no way. I'll tell you why. Because I have been doing so much. I haven't been on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they do that on purpose so they feel wanted. Insta. I know what you do. Hey, you're owned by Facebook. That's why you do that. All right, Yvonne, you had one. The very last. This is getting long. The very last thing I want to ask you guys, just because you're amazing. First of all, Lindy, I think we have the same glasses. You want to know where I got mine from, right?
Where'd you get yours from?
You have Amazon. You have your Amazon thing, right?
Oh, so did you click my link?
Yes. Guys, go to Lindy's channel and get these glasses. What do they do, Lindy?
Oh my gosh, they're Blue Shield glasses and they're amazing. I have, it's an eye condition that has no name. My eye doctor actually told me I have superhero eyes. And so that I guess, causes me to like involuntarily strain my eyes. And so if I am on my phone or the computer more than 5 minutes, I get a migraine. It has something to do with like white screen, black print, lots of colors. Like if I walk into a room that has a checkerboard floor, I'm going to leave with a migraine. So yeah, they're $27 on Amazon, and I basically wear them all day long.
Can you put your link for them in chat real quick? So guys, save your eyes, seriously. Like, get one of these bad boys, and especially if you're listing all day long.
Let me find it. Where is it?
Yvonne, the very last question I had for you is, can you give us some YouTubers and Instagrammers that you enjoy watching, just so people can follow them as well? I forgot to ask that question earlier on our. This is the first time on the Wade's Ventures show that we've ever had 2 guests that I've had to interview, guys. So, is there any other YouTubers or Instagrammers that you enjoy watching, Yvonne?
I watch a little bit of everybody. I check out and I support new people. I tend to gravitate toward new people, and then usually once they get so big, I kind of go find somebody else new. But I still, I still pop into chats of like, you and Daily Refinement. I'm always in Lindy's. Whenever Chad Golden Finger Picker comes back, that's an OG. I'm going to be there. Ronnie Hart, a lot of the OGs I still watch. Craigslist Hunter, Rally Roots. I watched him start out small as Ryan Roots and then grow into Rally Roots. I watch a little bit of everybody. I may not always catch live, but I think a lot of you have heard my secret. If I don't, while I'm listing and stuff, I will go and I will put you on that little cog at the bottom. I will put you on 125 or 1.5 speed, and I can still understand everything everyone's saying. And that way I can get the content and look for any nuggets of truth. So I tend to watch a little bit of everybody.
Do you watch any non-resellers?
Yes, I do. I watch how-to YouTubes, Graveyard Girl. Sometimes I check in on Casey Neistat. Right now, I found someone I'm crazy about. I'm about done with her, though. Jordan, who is that? Lindy? Jordan, Boss Baby?
Jordan Cheyenne.
Yeah, Jordan Cheyenne. Just out of curiosity.
What about you, Lindy? Who, if you're not watching a lot of YouTube, is your kiddos? I know that you have some tablets to keep them occupied, but who do you like watching social media wise on Insta and or YouTube? And it could be non-reselling related too.
Who do I like? Well, I also watch Jordan's Cheyenne. I adore her. I think she's just so sweet and she's so good to people. Who else do I watch? I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I really don't. I'll catch like reseller videos every once in a while. Most of the time, honestly, I only really watch YouTube videos when I can kind of listen to it in podcast form. Because I do have YouTube Red so that I can just like switch my phone off and just let it keep playing. I love Scavenger Life, but I don't watch them on YouTube. I listen to the podcast. I think I spend more time listening to podcasts than watching YouTube videos. I'm also a big fan of My Favorite Murder. That's like one of my favorites to listen to while I work. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's about it. There's not a whole lot of YouTube. I will go through spurts where I will watch certain people. Now I'm totally drawing a blank. Yvonne, who was it I was watching? The foul mouth cooking lady.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hang on. She passed away and her son.
Auntie Fee. Yeah, I would watch Auntie Fee like for hours. But she's passed away now, so she doesn't have any new content. But yes, I'll watch her because she's hilarious. But then other than that, I'll just catch all the regular resellers every once in a while and just kind of listen to what they're doing while I'm doing things.
The new, by the way, Farm Girl Noelle, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You're amazing. She's local here. Yvonne, does your husband like the Mayans show, the biker show?
we watch Sons of Anarchy. I'm a big Kurt Sutter fan. I think he is a friggin' genius. I'm watching it. He's not so much. I think I mentioned this. Did I already mention this? I told him when we met, you need to learn how to play poker, or you're going to be a poker widow. So he does that. He comes home and chills and plays poker online and practices. And so, but yeah, I'm doing the Mayan. Yeah.
Oh, I love that show. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna. It's an hour and a half here. We're gonna call it. I just want to say, seriously, go subscribe to these ladies. Enjoy your 2019. And that being said, there's a few things I enjoy about Lindy. The fact that she has her Motivation Mondays, to check that out. Yvonne has her amazing hauls, and the way that she describes the clothing is just out of this world. So go check out her latest video. Lot in store for 2019. I'm really humbled, and it's awesome to get really cool resellers that's been around the community for a very long time. And if I need any makeup, I know where to go. I can just go, whether it's edible makeup, whether it's just like, mascara for days, guys, go to Lindy. And then if you want maybe just a little relaxing day, under the disco ball, and you want to fly in clouds, Yvonne, right? I mean, that's what's fantastic about these YouTube channels, is you can go and get different flavors. And make sure you guys go. Lindy will put her glasses in the chat, so you guys can go and get these and save your eyes. I promise you, a couple of years from now, you're gonna be thanking Lindy for showing these bad boys. They're non-prescription too. So, all right, it's in chat. Go get it. Anyways, have an amazing day. That being said, any last words?
I forgot something.
Please, by all means.
And they were in the chat too. So another way that I'm fulfilling some of my promises with my eBay influencer programs, the volunteer, not paid, and combining it with generations, is I'm doing a once a month show. I've put the people together. I've got someone in their 20s, someone in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Jenemy, who's actually in the chat, and I think she's been on your show. Wade, you know Jenemy. She just turned 30. She's for 30s.
She's got a great YouTube channel, by the way.
She's adorable. Oh my gosh. And then Kenneth, IB Flippin' Daily. I found out you interviewed him too. I've been keeping my eye on him. I talked him into it. Is that not going to be epic? Mm-hmm. And then Julie Casa Chic. If you're over on Instagram, almost everyone knows Julie Casa Chic. Casa Chic's tip of the day. So that's going to probably start dropping. We're going to put that on the docket probably for the end of the month. Just a once a month show. We're going to get together. The generations and the age groups are going to share their knowledge and wisdom. So I'm really looking forward to that. I wanted to say hi to Jenna. I wanted to say hi to Jenemy and Kenneth, because they were in the chat with us.
Jenemy is amazing. I remember when I interviewed her, she's like, "I'm nervous." I'm like, "People are going to love you. Seriously."
Oh
go right to her name, guys. She put a little purple heart out there. Or maybe it's my glasses here.
No, that's Jenemy right there. Yeah. I don't know. Are you still here, Kenneth?
Put a little go. You can right click her name and go right to her channel and let put a little comments that Yvonne sent you. But where can they find this get together? Is it like a podcast?
It'll be a live show on my channel.
Okay.
So it's tentatively called Generation 1099. Got the different generations. Okay. So Generation 1099 tentatively. So thank you for letting me squeeze that in.
No, seriously. And real quick, we got an important mic message here. This is what I do when I got a little ding on this bad boy, unfortunately. So because I mic dropped it and it didn't go very well. But guys, that's crazy. I didn't ask Lindy. Now, what I forgot to ask you this question just so people can subscribe to you. What do you have on? You have Motivation Mondays, but what else do you do? You do kind of random videos here and there throughout the week, right?
Well, I do Monday live, and then every Thursday afternoon I do a live Q&A. So I had gotten in a habit of responding to emails and answering questions one-on-one. And then it got to the point where I just could no longer respond to questions. So instead of putting in hours upon hours answering emails, I started doing just a weekly Q&A so that anybody that's there can ask any questions that they want. And we can talk about eBay. We could talk about any platform. We could talk about taking pictures better. We can talk about whatever. So that's kind of my way to answer a whole bunch of questions. So a lot of the times the Q&As just have a whole bunch of information jam-packed in. And then of course, throughout the week there might be a liquidation now, or there might be like a tip or a how-to video or something like that. But I'm always live every single Monday morning for Motivation Monday, and then every Thursday afternoon for a Q&A.
Mic drop. Seriously, guys, go ask her some crazy questions, like how in the world did she get edible makeup? Jenamine does have a YouTube channel. Go check it out. Guys, much love. Thank you so much for coming tonight. If I stay any longer, we might have to do episode number 2 of this, because it's really easy with these two to do a live show. Guys, have an amazing night. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want, we got 3 thumbs down. But hey, if you want to make that a thumbs up, if you're the one of the 3 thumbs down, let me know. I would like to be best friends with you. Let's find a way. Whoever sent me the 3 thumbs down, message me. Maybe we can work it out. There's got to be something. I know that everybody doesn't like everybody, and it's a weird relationship thing, but maybe, just maybe, we can hang out, and I can change that thumbs down to a thumbs up. All right, guys, have an amazing night. All right, see ya.
Bye-bye.